YouTube, what's hood? It's your boy Dizzy3, back at it again with another video to make you a better producer. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make build-ups. This is something that I've kind of struggled with, so I figured I would show you guys how I go about doing mine. So right here I've got just like a basic part. Usually when you start an intro and your intro is like 16 bars long, you can start it at 9 or at 13, but for the sake of this video I'm gonna start mine at 9 because I kind of like the big build into the drop. So but like without, like, it's important because without it you're really not gonna get like a big, like, you're not gonna get a nice reaction out of the drop if the intro doesn't really like lead into it smoothly. Like, for example, I'll show you what we've got right now versus how it's going to sound, what we're going to do to it at the end. See how there was really no like anything that told that it was going to change. Nothing at all. It didn't flow, it just kind of happened. And if you keep this the same throughout and it just switches like that, it's really not, it's really just kind of confuses people and doesn't flow well. So it's better to make the drop. So enough of me talking, let's get on into it. So first thing I'm going to do is come in here and remove these, all this right here. Actually, I think I'm going to just make it to where it's a 1 bar stop. I'm going to get rid of that. And since these arpeggios are just the same, we can kind of just like keep them where they're at. But, okay, so. Now that we've removed a little bit from the beginning part over there, I'm going to come and make these drums go on every beat. The kick drum will now go on every beat. And you see how it's kind of like filling in the space, like making it sound like it's getting ready for something to happen. And then right here, I'm going to leave that open because you can kind of like put a little vocal or something right there, but we'll get to the next part. So cut this in half. So now that I've done 8ths right here, I'm going to do 16ths just for the bar 15 because I've decided I kind of want to make it just a bar long before a break before it drops. By the way, how I'm doing this is I'm highlighting the area at the top, control clicking what all I want, and then hitting control B, and that's a very easy way to copy and paste. So far this is what it sounds like. As you can see, it already sounds a little bit more interesting than it sounded before, but there's a few more things that we're going to do to make it sound a little bit better. Now this is one of my favorite parts, is to like take the melody and kind of like half the time on it as well, and then when this starts going crazy over here, you're just gonna make it go like that. Let's see. Actually, considering how fast this is going, we're gonna do that to this section over here. Make these start doing that. Because like I said, I kind of like my drops, or I kind of like my builds rather, to be kind of long and then like charge up. Sometimes I like to go like simplistic builds and not really do anything too crazy. That ambient, kind of like that infect style. Okay, so far let's hear. Let's see. So. Okay. Sounds pretty decent so far, but we still need to fill up some of the space, so I'm gonna add in some risers. That one sounds good. Just gonna cut this off right here. Put that one right there. Probably turn the volume down. Turn the volume down a little bit more. And of course, we need to get a snare build part in there. Now let's see. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I like to use a different snare than the one I've got for the build. But I'm just gonna stack these. And instead of doing like the basic thing that it's doing here where we just double it, I'm gonna do something a little different. Just gonna hit every 3. And since I've got them over like that, I'm just gonna, and then just this one. All right, now we're cooking. Okay, let's see. It's coming along. It's coming along. I still feel like we could put some more risers in there though. Still sounds a little empty. Something with tone. I do like that. It says it's in C. We're gonna repitch it. Just try to get it a little closer to what we're looking for. So maybe here. There we are. Let's see. I'm gonna have to compress this really quickly. Oh. Because you can't really hear a lot of it towards the very end. I'm gonna actually try to add one more riser just to give it a bit more going on. Why not? Too short. Yep. Oh, let's not forget, even though I've got all these risers going, we still want to cut them for this little area going on. So real quick, I'm going to take all the risers I've got and put them in a group. That one's already routed. I'm going to name this pulse. And I'm just going to, nope, wrong thing. Put a fruity balance. And make this little area right here for it. Come in here, create an automation clip, and we're just gonna start a little pulsey thing going right here. So that way it like gives more effect to the fact that it's about to drop. Cool, sounding cool so far. I feel like the reverb on here is coming out a little too much, so we're definitely gonna turn that down in an automation clip. Cool. So oh, I forget. We could also do a pitch bend on the arpeggio. All right, so I'm gonna go copy the value. Let's see. And we'll leave it the same right here. And then we'll start to bring it up when it starts to get intense. And you know what? We'll put this one on the same we'll do this one on the same thing because they're in the same key, and I want them both to go up at the same rate, so why make another one, right? Let's see. Now we can do like a vocal sample. Adding that. No, I'm not. Okay, so Vox. I've got some pretty cool ones in here actually I can find.
Hey yo, raise 'em up.
Oh, that's a cool
Hey
one.
yo, raise 'em up.
This is a really good one. I'm sure you've heard this sample before, so let's see.
Hey yo, raise 'em up. Hey yo, raise. Hey yo, raise 'em up.
We're definitely going to change that sample a little bit because I want up to start whenever.
Hey yo, raise 'em up.
Let's see.
Hey yo, raise 'em up. Hey yo, raise 'em up.
Let's come in here and make this.
Hey yo, raise 'em up.
And then I kind of want it to be a lower end pitch.
Hey yo, raise 'em up.
There we go. That sounds cool. Delete this first part. Keep this second part because we're also gonna.
Hey yo, raise 'em up.
Yeah. Okay, so you get the idea? I would hope so. We're going in. We're gonna take that. And then right here.
Go! Fuck the beat up!
Oh my God. Who wants the bass? Who wants the bass?
I think I'm just gonna use this, but use just the beginning.
Who wants the...
Change this to Stretch Pro. Shift M is how I change. You can change this to stretch or not.
Who wants the... Who wants the... Who wants the... Who wants... Who wants... Who wants... Who wants the... Who wants... Who wants the...
Alright, so I just want the who wants.
Who wants...
Raise them up. What?
Hey yo, raise 'em.
Who wants...
You know what? I'm actually gonna make this little part longer because I'm gonna make this part a little bit longer.
Who wants the... Who wants the...
So now that I've got my vocals doing this, I'm gonna hit Control G to group them together. I hit Control J. All right, so right now I'm gonna just try to find some drop vocals. Got a decent amount of stuff in here. Let's see. No. Sure.
Drop the bass. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2.
Get ready.
Funky fresh.
Play that beat. Yeah.
Get ready for this.
I think I like that.
Get ready for this. Get ready for this. Get ready for this.
1, 2, get ready for this. I'm gonna also come over here. Oh.
Get ready for this.
Get ready for this. Get ready for this. Get ready for this. Get ready for this. Get ready for this.
Okay. So we're sounding pretty good so far.
Who wants the
Alright, so another thing we can do is add some more reverb, or like make the verb go out, like on this endless smile I've got going right here. We can make it go up a little bit on the synths. See, now it sounds super. And I could also come in and do the same thing on the mix for the Valhalla. Create an automation clip. Sounds pretty cool. It kind of like disappears out into the distance. And I'm going to do that on the vocal. So, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little upset that I have to... The way the pitch goes, I think I can do it like this, right? Will it let me? No. I could probably do it in... If anybody knows a way to do that, I... Just gonna put some quick verb on the snare real quick.
Get ready for this.
I think it sounds pretty good so far, but we're gonna do one last thing that I see a lot of people do, and that's put a slight dip on the master in the volume. whenever it builds up and there's like all these things going on. Uh, on. Oops. And we're gonna copy and paste. It's at 50%. Paste, and we're just gonna like slightly drop the volume, not like drastically. Just, you know.
Who wants the
Get ready for this.
So one more thing I forgot to do, and that is put the synth in the beginning for like a drop, to lead up to what's going on. And so here we are. So that thing is doing that. We're gonna come in here and put a low pass filter on it, and we could also probably put a reverb on it, but I'm just gonna do this for now. And not only that, but because it's in the build, I'm gonna put an LFO tool on it so that way it also has like a slight pulse without me having to sidechain it. And then I'm gonna create an automation clip for that as well. I don't like that it does that. It does not do that in Ableton. Okay, so doesn't need to be all the way down here.
who wants the
And like, so for this part, instead of like making it go like stop completely, I might put it in there just a little bit. Actually, you know what? No. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that because there's already the vocal sample doing its thing. Gonna bring it up right here, drop it back down, and then come up for whenever it drops.
who wants the
Okay, it's a little too low, so we're gonna bring it back up.
Get ready for this.
who wants the
Get ready for this. 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 Get ready for this.
All right, I'm gonna turn that up a little bit.
Get ready for this.
Oh. Again, don't like that it does that, but so we've added that in there. We could also even like put some reverb on this. We can also come in and put some reverb on this synth. as well, just for the beginning.
Who want?
All right, yeah. And
Who wants the?
Get ready for this.
all right, so in today's video, I showed you guys how to make a drop by increasing the pitch and reverb of the melodies, creating a pulse effect to the risers, doubling up and even quadding up on the drums to make it seem a bit more intense, putting automations on the reverbs and pitch, as I mentioned before, as well as putting a gain on the master and dropping it slightly so that way it sounds nice and loud whenever it drops. Obviously, the drop could be a little bit better, but yeah. And as well as adding some vocals and stuff in here to fill in the space and all this other stuff. And putting in the synth because that also really helps.